Why small talk is actually the secret to real conversations. Most people treat small talk like an opening act at a concert, something you endure before getting to the real performance. Deep conversations, real connections, that's what we all want, right? But here's the thing, every relationship, every friendship, every important conversation starts with small talk. Even your closest friend was once a stranger you exchanged a few awkward words with. Now here's an unpopular opinion. Small talk isn't about what you say, it's about making the other person feel human, not like a video game character waiting for input. You don't need a magic script, overflowing charisma, or a list of go-to lines. You just need one skill: active observation. Yeah, I know, sounds nerdy, but hear me out. Active observation means actually noticing the person in front of you, not their energy, not their aura, but real tangible details. Their shirt, their drink, the way they keep checking the time like they'd rather be anywhere else. And then you make a casual comment about it. Not a question, not a demand, just an observation that invites rather than forces a response. Two or three, why this works: one, people love to feel noticed. Not in a deep, poetic way, but just a simple, hey, I see you exist kind of way. Humans are wired to crave acknowledgement. Two, it lowers the pressure. Instead of hitting them with a heavy question like, so what do you do? Or, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Which feel like job interview questions. You're just throwing a conversational ball and seeing if they toss it back. Toshintur, the art of observational small talk. Let's say you're in a coffee shop and the person next to you is reading a book. Most people would say, what are you reading? Because it seems polite, but that's pressure. You're asking them to summarize, justify, or explain. Instead, you say, that book looks like it's been through a war. Boom. Now they might laugh and say, yeah, I've reread it 3 times. Or they might groan, honestly, it's terrible, but I've already committed. Either way, you've started a conversation without making them feel like they're in an oral exam. Or imagine you're at a party. Someone walks by with a plate of food that looks questionable. Instead of ignoring them, you casually say, is that the chicken? It looks like it put up a fight. It's lighthearted, it's observational, and it invites a natural reaction. Whether they agree, disagree, or just laugh. This works everywhere: at work, on dates, family gatherings, even awkward elevator rides. It shifts the focus away from you and makes conversations effortless. The 3-step formula: 1. Train yourself to notice details. That means putting your phone down, removing your headphones, and actually paying attention. What are people wearing? How are they acting? What small quirks stand out? 2. Turn those observations into casual comments. Most people overthink this step, afraid of sounding weird. But the truth is, no one is scrutinizing you as much as you think. See someone in a bright yellow jacket? Say, that's a bold color choice. I respect it. That's it. You're not trying to be Shakespeare, just opening a door. 3. Embrace silence. Not every comment will lead to a full-blown conversation, and that's fine. The point isn't to force anything, it's to offer an opportunity. If they don't engage, move on. No harm, no foul. Third question, the hidden power of noticing things. If you really think about it, when was the last time someone made a casual but genuine observation about you? Probably not recently. That's because people are too caught up in their own heads. When you break that cycle, it's unexpected. It's like a glitch in the matrix. Here's another example. You're at a Halloween party and someone walks in wearing a tie covered in tiny rubber ducks. Most people would ignore it or say something generic like, nice tie. Not you. You say, okay, I have to know, what's the story behind the ducks? Instantly, you've made it personal, turned their choice into a conversation starter, and made them feel interesting. That's the magic of active observation. And it works with anything. Someone's shoes? Those look way too clean to be comfortable. Their coffee order? That's a lot of whipped cream for a Monday. Even their dog? Your dog looks like he silently judges people, and I respect that. The one rule: be genuine. People can sense fake interest from a mile away. If you're doing this just to manipulate conversations, it won't work. You don't have to be fascinated by every stranger, but you should at least be genuinely curious about something in front of you, even if it's just for 5 minutes. A lot of people think they're bad at small talk because they don't like shallow conversations. But here's the thing: small talk isn't shallow if you're actually paying attention. It's just the first layer. The more you practice active observation, the more you realize that people, everyday, ordinary people, are fascinating. So next time you're stuck in a situation where small talk is inevitable, which, let's be honest, is almost every social interaction, try this. Notice something. Comment on it. Let the conversation unfold naturally. You don't need to be the most interesting person in the room. You just need to be present. And once you get the hang of it, small talk stops feeling like a chore. It becomes a game. You start enjoying the process of noticing things and seeing how people react. You stop worrying about saying the right thing because you realize it's not about the words. It's about showing up, paying attention, and making people feel seen. So the next time you're waiting in line at a coffee shop, take a second. Look around. Find one small detail. Make a comment. Worst case, they don't respond. You move on. Best case, you've just made a real connection.